Hey y'all, so in today's video I'll explain how the Cracked 6x6 cave door works, and it's a tutorial, but I will explain as I go along. But because this is cracked, so you can just follow along and it shouldn't be an issue. But I'm not gonna go super slow. Fair warning, I suppose. This is a flush door, meaning that it goes out once. Like the hallway is gonna be here, but the door is actually gonna be here. That's why there's glass around this. It is the smallest, 672 blocks. Yeah. If you want to build this, you will need a 4 deep hole that is 16 high and 14 wide. The door is 4 blocks into the ground, and I'll show you where the hallway is. I mean, it's like you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3 up, so like diagonally like 4 by 4. And then just build a door frame. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, like this. So you have 2 on the left side, 2 on the right side, 3 above and 3 below. And yeah, the door goes to here. So do you need to build this door? You will need 64 and 22 for the hallway. This is the cracked thingies. 64 and 13 dust, and 65 repeaters, 64 sticky pistons. If you want to color code, this is the color coding. If you don't want to color code, you just use 2 stacks instead of the 26 stone. Yeah. Right. Let's start with the top, which is kind of the most annoying one. We're gonna go 1 in from each side and place 1 in. Like so, 1 space, then 2 diagonally behind. Then we're gonna build double behind those, and the triple behind, 2 triples behind those. Then we're gonna place 2 pistons like so, and that is like so, for the flush corners. Oh my god, I'm getting blinded by the sun. I can't reach the end here. Hopefully that doesn't get worse. So now for the sides, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go 2 in from each side and place things here. 2 doubles behind, and now a double on top here as well. Same thing on the other side. And then we also have 2 pistons like so, and the flush pistons. Here. As it's also on seamless. In the bottom, again, you could have guessed it. Moving in, and this. And here we just have triples as well, and we have doubles in these locations here as well. Alright. I'm gonna quickly turn on the shades. Alright, yeah. Sorry, the sun was just really blinding me and I couldn't, like, recording like that would have not been any fun. So I will destroy kind of all the blocks for now that aren't. So this is not something you need to do when building this door, really. Okay, you still need this. It's just for me to have a better flow. And I didn't really explain this layout. It's only like it's just extenders, really. And the distribution comes from just me trying around with stuff. So let's go for the input. We have 2 red wool right here, and I'm gonna put an orange wool right here, and I'm actually gonna forgot to grab a lever. And that's the input. Now red is kind of singles and input distribution, but mainly just singles, and that's the singles here. Now the very first thing, because the way I built this door was actually I made sides first, then bottom, and then top. Specifically, yeah, it's kind of annoying. The way I will do it here is a bit different. I will do sides first, which like now, But before we do sides, because we need to reach sides from the input, is we're gonna do the flush corners, which are kind of at the top, but I did them very early on. Yeah, so we're gonna have a block here with a tick wrap, going to a block like so, and this needs to be a block like this, and this is the flush corner. At least some part of it. This doesn't get powered, right? This gets powered, this gets QC, this doesn't get powered yet. And we do this by just placing 2 blocks like so. Seems a bit weird now, but let's give it some time. Because of our pulls, yeah, like so. This gets rejected falling. On the other side, it's a bit easier. We're gonna have a block here, power this like so, 2 tick, and here this is gonna be a normal block. Flash then. Yeah, the pulls is hard to do. Yeah, pulls is hard to do manually. We will do this later then automatically. So let's wire the sides. The side input we take from here with 1 wrap. This we power this block, powers this dust, and this powers all the front pistons in these locations. Now we're gonna power, like we need 2 ticks or 4 gain ticks delay for the back pistons. I mean, we can have obviously as much delay as we want, but we need at least that, and yeah, it's pretty easy to actually do it with the right delay. In this case, I'm just gonna do this, power this, like so, and I'm gonna put a dust here, and this obviously isn't enough. I'm just gonna put up 2 tick here. This seems maybe a bit convoluted, honestly, these sides, like at least this part is a bit weird because it doesn't matter too much here, but it actually matters for the way we power these 2, specifically this piston. We'll get into a bit later, but this does kind of the double. Yeah, and we don't have anything to power the front yet, right? It's 6 or like this, even with the refire. That's because you actually need to power this, and this does all. Like if we power this, then all the blocks will get rejected. I'm gonna power this from here with a 3 tick wrap, and I'm gonna cut this off. Obviously this 3 tick wrap will stay on long, and you can see these will stay in the front position. But with our pulls, you can see these retract actually. That's, yeah, in my opinion, pretty interesting. It's a really standard. It's basically like the normal kind of, like if you're familiar with the 0 for 2. But what you could imagine for this is that when let's put this like so, is this pause this, we have like this input, like so. Oh, this is annoying. Like this doesn't do anything. But it doesn't this. So like basically this timing just powers both of these positions. That makes it not work on its own, but with a refire it works perfectly fine. Yeah. This is really the side then. I'm gonna also put this here quickly. I'm gonna go down with this. And 2 wraps, 2 tick and a 1 tick. And we're gonna, and this is dust with dust here. Dust the flush. I mean, like it won't extend because that will done by the bottom. We also put a dust here, and this is red. And I will actually quickly show you what this does. As you can see, like these signals aren't extended, and if I power this, both extend, because this one is actually QC'd from here. You see this dust here, QC's this piston. Doesn't get updated though, so this is just a perfect thing for like the update. Yeah. Let's put it on the other side as well. One tick wrap and 2 tick here. Like so. The 3 tick and cut this line. And this one was good enough. Oh, I forgot this entire part. I mean, it's also pretty interesting. I suppose, like, this door wasn't nearly as hard as the other door. It's just still quite an annoying door. But it was not nearly satisfying for 6 funnels, what I'm trying to say. Alright, so let's build the refi because I'm tired of actually doing it manually. So I'm gonna have vortex wrap here. I'm gonna go lock, vortex wrap into another block, and the dust. We're gonna have 2 vortex wraps going out here. You can probably see where this is going. Vortex wrap, gonna power this, and then a 2 tick. And we power this line, which is all cool, but we actually don't go down here. So to go down, we're gonna need this, link this up. And this is kind of slow, but that's because of all the other things. It's not slow because of this, it's slow because of top mainly. Okay, so let's wire the... Yeah, it's an interesting part, really. Don't need line anymore. And we also shouldn't need orange anymore, I suppose. Let's start with the input here on this side. We have this, and we have this dust, and a lot more. So we're gonna power this at 1 after 1 tick. Wrap like so, and we need to power this as well. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a dust here, and I wrap into a block, and we can actually have a wrap here. This is for the double, and we're gonna have dust here. This does the full extension. You can imagine not a lot of the retraction though. This works, but this is locational. This pulls actually, like, despite this being heavily locational, this pulls isn't. Should have mentioned that way earlier. This is 4 times locational. This input is locational. This is locational. I believe this is also, and this, no, actually, this is, and this is, and this is. So it's 4 times locational. Shouldn't probably build this in survival. It's a record. It's not a game. So let's start off by putting the top one on for longer, for 4 tick. You can see now this isn't bad, so we just need to power this. Problem is, if we power this input, we always power the top piston, so we need to have very precise timing. Which is gonna be 4 tick, 4 tick, 1 tick, and you need exactly this, kind of like here. Because you can see this turns on and this actually fires instead of the top one. You may think what's going on because it's locational and it's actually in a locational way where the top piston always fires first. Right? Well, what's going on here is the fact that we have user racing conditions, which means that when this piston arrives here, we power this dust, and like the dust is powered, or we power it when this is in the process of retracting, and when this is, so this dust is already on when this is finished retracting, and when this is done retracting, the very first thing, like this, when this piston gets placed, it updates itself, and that update happens before this piston realizes it can power from this, so this one schedules the extension, and then when this one tries to, this one blocks it. Now this one isn't on long enough, and we can just add another tick, because, well, then we would be too late for the racing conditions, and this is not a hard problem to solve. You just hold it on for one tick longer. Yep, pretty nice. And the last pole is also very easy. We're just gonna leech off this dust, more tick, 2 tick. Yeah, pretty nice. Not so much the other side. The problem is, here we have a lot of space, literally. Like, this is was not complicated wiring, and we still have like space to spare. Here we have way less space because mainly of this. So the way we put this is the same, kind of. We just leech it over here. The only thing is that you need this to be a dot. If you are in a version that doesn't have dust dots, just do this. It's bigger, but it still works. Yeah, we also have this 4 tick. And we have a very, very different input down here. We have this and this. And this will be kind of like, we will power this wrap. And this wrap will get its power from here. And this does already wonders, but this, like, last 2 poses are really annoying. And this is the really annoying part with the store. It will fit perfectly. And you will be like, oh, what's the big problem here? Finding this fit, especially like for these 2 pulses, required me to redo this side a few times. And that's why, like, also color coding is a bit weird, and it's like, yeah. I'm gonna place a block right here and right here. This is gonna be a 4 tick, dust, and 1 down, like so. This will do this protection, and we just need to do this as well. So we'll have 2 4 ticks into a block. And that's top done. So let's grab quickly the other blocks and start with the bottom, which is weird. So let's actually start with some of the singles. I think that's the best way. Gonna have a wrap down here that reads an output to this dust line. Wrap for this, boom. And this is most of the singles, and like all the things on the bottom. This, yeah. So, and we also start powering the double from here. And this will actually be like this dust, and this input is like both colors because it's shared. And this is gonna receive its power from here. This will power this wrap, at this thing, but I'm gonna focus on triple right now. The doubles will be like leeching off and do shit later. And for the rest, we have this thing, and we also need to place blocks like so. Just here, 4 tick here, and we need to cut this up. Cut this, and this will get powered from here. 4 ticks. And this is the full extension done. The triple. Retraction won't do shit. So we need a refire for like of this line, because the way this works right now, we're in the state. And if we're in this state, then this is the thing, and this will actually update with this in place. So we're gonna just go down. Actually, we need to, I mean, this isn't wrong, it's just wrong order. We're gonna have a vortex here leeching off of this. Into block, into free dust. This is actually double thing. It, like, yes, it cuts this line, but this block existed before this block existed. Because yes. So 1 tick and a 2 tick here. Into this. And that's pretty nice. And if we now look at the bottom, see this really far doing everything? Yeah. So no doubles. Here, I mean, this is very easy, just have a wrap here. For this one, the top position is also relatively easy, just gonna hook this up to this. And this will get QC'd, but updated via this, and also that when it's extended, the head will also update, obviously. Now the last thing we need to do is actually power this in the bottom position, and we will do this via this wrap. And that will be that bottom thingy already done. Yep. So that's why this side as well. I'm gonna try to explain it a bit more here, but it's kind of annoying to explain because this is it's just like I literally just copied this from my other door. But basically we have, and the other door had like a much nicer way like to explain it. So it is because here we just pour this like once, and then like this circuit does the rest. And that's kind of annoying because there isn't really any logic behind this. It's just the setup does that. The other setup was cleverer for like the 6v6 tunnel. So if you're interested in that, yeah, here it's just hold and pulse, or hold for. And like this also, by the way, is what the flush pistons get activated by. So yeah, here we actually have like the same thing. The only problem is that like that this isn't like doing anything, and that's why like these two different colors despite being very similar. Now we go actually, yeah, we'll do this real quick. This double will be also done from here, because why like put another wrap or anything here, and it's just unnecessary. Yeah, we'll power this the way, like the normal way again as well. And now we need to refire on the bottom, which is this vortex. Vortex here. So this block. Yep, and that's it all. Now can fill in the blocks. I really like to not do that, because it shows like exactly what blocks like matter to be like transparent or not, what blocks you can do whatever you want with. Yeah. I actually didn't forget anything, that's pretty cool. Yeah. This door is certainly, the things like with this door, it feels very underwhelming compared to the 6x6 funnel. The 6x6 funnel was like way more, like this wasn't an easy door per se, but it was also not hard, like definitely not compared to the 6x6 funnel. That's why it's like, it's not that hard, yeah. Not news though, I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, always like this, then I'm gonna be the third video, like, from me being back and the third video in a row. I hope that this is, well, not a hope, but I just don't have any characters anymore, so I will also return to normal doors. I do not know, like, I think the next video already have ironed out, and the video after that maybe as well, because somebody wanted a tutorial. I didn't specify about what doors, so depending on if I get left to get back to you, then I might do that tutorial as well, and then, yeah, not so, yeah, I don't know. God, I should mention maybe, like, I'm really fucking tired. Like, I don't even know why. It's not like I've slept well. It's just, I'm tired as hell. I'm demotivated and tired. Not from Minecraft, just school. Yeah. Maybe that's, like, if I sound a bit dead this video, that's why. Yeah. Because, like, I've been maintaining a really good average. Like, I started out well and, like, maintained my average, which, yeah, is literally the best in the class. But maintaining such an average, maintaining the kind of, like, the performance required to keep it, has been taking its toll. And yeah, I'm, like, slowly, like, just, like, this feeling of being drained. It's not exhausted necessarily, in the sense that, like, I'm not, like, struggling in school, but it's like I'm struggling to, like, energy wise, and, like, it's just, I'm drained, and, like, we don't have much left. Like, we have, like, a few exams left, and also not even, like, that much. Like, next week I only have 3 days of school, because one is just, like, no school, and the other one there are other exams, which means that my, like, my grade will not need to come to school, so we have online classes, and yeah, I will definitely participate in those. And I will not just have them on in the background and then pretend, yeah. Only do that if you have, like, if you actually, like, if you can easily pass those grades. Like, if you need them, then pay attention, I guess. Even doing online classes, I am honestly better off. I don't know if that's, like, the case in other countries, but for me right now, I'm better off not paying attention and actually just, like, looking at the subject, what we are doing in class, looking what we're doing, and then just doing it on my own, because we're so, yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I'm rambling on. I'm just tired as hell. I probably will cut that out, my rambling. Yeah, thanks for watching, and if you have any, by the way, like, tutorial requests for any doors, you can hit me. I will not do a tutorial on the 0.96x6 or on my current 2.17x7. I think I've said that in some video, or, like, some comment at least. The 0.96x6 is just, it's a cool door, but it's too big. I want to make a V2, and I can then make a tutorial on the V2. As for the 2.17x7, that is the exact same reason, just that the V2 will be way sooner. I really do hope that I can finish the V2 within the next weeks. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. But for other doors, yeah, don't hesitate to request a tutorial, because I struggle sometimes figuring out, like, what doors make good tutorials and what doors are kind of just So yeah, don't hesitate to write something, like, request something, and if I'm, like, if I don't want to do it, I'll just say it, and that's fine as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm out, and see ya.